Hey guys, welcome back to this Arduino tutorial series. So from the beginning of this Arduino tutorial series, we are only dealing with these digital pins of the Arduino microcontroller. We have used these pins as our input and the output pins. We try to interface the different sensors with our Arduino microcontroller. But now we are going to deal with these analog pins of the Arduino. In today's video, we will try to read the input voltage, or we will try to measure the voltage using these analog pins. That this method or this voltage measurement can be used for measuring the analog voltages or the digital voltages, and these pins can be used to read the data from the analog sensors, for example flex sensor, LDR sensor, etc. So before moving ahead, there are few things to keep in mind. That the maximum voltage that you can read using this Arduino microcontroller is 5 volt. That means the maximum voltage above 5 volt, when you are feeding the voltage above 5 volt to your Arduino microcontroller, this will damage your Arduino. And if you want to read when you are using any pin of this Arduino microcontroller as your output pin, the maximum output voltage that you can take from that particular pin is 5 volt. Only if and only if when you are giving a appropriate supply to Arduino microcontroller. But if your input supply or the power that you are feeding to your Arduino microcontroller is not in the range that are required by the Arduino microcontroller, then the output voltage from your pin that you are using as in output pin will be less than the 5 volt. So keep in mind while using the sensor that need a 5 voltage supply. So in today's video, I'm going to measure the voltage of a DC battery, and I will vary the voltage using the potentiometer, and similarly I will read the voltages. So for that, I'm going to add a battery here, and I will need one another thing that is called the potentiometer for varying the voltages. So for adding potentiometer, you have to type POT then dash HG. Here is the potentiometer that you need for this circuit simulation. Just select this potentiometer and place it here like this. Just connect these two terminals together. This is your output pin. You have to connect these two pins with the battery, and you have to place a ground here to complete the circuit. Change the voltage from 9 volt to 5 volt. This is okay for, this will not affect my output for this circuit simulation. But when you are using or when you try this circuit on your hardware, this 9 volt battery will damage your Arduino. You have to select a battery under 5 volt. So this is done. This is all okay for the circuit part or the protest part. Let's go to the coding part. So in the coding part, I have declared a variable, integer type of variable a, and so there is no need to define these analog pin as your input pin. By default, they are used as the input pin by the Arduino microcontroller. But if you want to use any of the analog pin as your output pin, in that case you have to define the mode of that particular pin using the pin mode function inside the setup section. So in the loop section, I am reading the data from my analog pin A0 using the analog read function. I'm storing that data in variable A, and using the serial.print function, I'm printing some information on my virtual terminal. So just compile this code, copy the address of your program file for your Arduino board, copy the address of your program file and paste it in the Arduino microcontroller. In order to get the information or in order to print the information, you need a virtual terminal here. So just click on this virtual terminal mode and connect your virtual terminal device with your Arduino microcontroller and simulate your circuit. You can see here that instead of getting a voltage value, you are getting certain discrete values here, some discrete values here, and that values are not in the range of voltage. For example, when I have set my potentiometer to zero resistance or 0% of resistance, I must be getting a voltage of 5 volt. But instead of getting a 5 volt supply or voltage between 4 to 5 volt, I am getting a value of 881. That's not the voltage value. This is because the Arduino the analog channel that is available here, analog to digital channel here, having a size of 10 bits. That means it is having a 1024 discrete values for any input value from 0 to 5. For example, when your input value is 0, the output will be 0, and when you are giving a 5 voltage for your input as your input, the output voltage, the output that you will be getting on the serial monitor will be 1 0 and 2 3, which is the maximum value of a 10-bit address, a 10-bit array. So if one this equation, you can calculate if one discrete value equal to 1 upon 1 0 and 23 discrete values, one single value. So 8 discrete values that you are getting on that you are reading using the serial monitor or analog pin of your Arduino will be equal to 5 upon 1023 and into A, and that final result will be in a voltage of 0 to 5 volt. So just use this formula in your coding part. When you are calculating this result is in this will come out in the decimal point or in floating values. But if you use this final result in a variable, in an integer type of variable, then you will be getting 0 as your output, because you are storing a floating type of data in an integer type of variable. So in order to store a floating type of data, you need a floating type of variable. So for that, I'm defining another variable of floating type, float variable v, and in the calculation section I have to write v equal to the value that you are reading on the serial monitor or the analog pin, that is equal to a, and you have to multiply this with 5.0 divided by 1 0 to 3.0 to convert the integer value to a floating value, and that's it. Now instead of printing the value that you are reading on analog pin, you have to print the value of this variable, floating variable v here. So v, so I'm adding a delay of half a second here so that we can read the values clearly. Now just now compile this code and run this simulation circuit. Now you can see here that instead of getting the different discrete values, I'm getting the output value in voltage from 0 to 5 volt. So when I'm varying the voltage using this potentiometer, correspondingly I'm getting the different value from 0 to 5 volt on my virtual terminal. So in this way you can read different voltages using these analog pins of the Arduino. So this is all for today. Thank you so much for watching.